this is Cris. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3 today. We are continuing our journey with our tab on honor mode. Last time we fought the goblins outside of the grove. We went into the grove and we met Will. Also the Lae'zel part where she is looking for, the guy who saw other Githyanki. We did that, and now we are just gonna do another long rest because the goblin fight took a lot of spell slots from Gale and Shadowheart, so I want to get them all back to good fighting, and also almost everyone wants to talk to me except for Gale, and so I'm gonna go around and talk to everyone, and then take a long rest, and then finish up going around the grove and doing all the stuff in the grove. Probably the only thing I'm not gonna do in the grove is the siren thing, the siren fight, because also probably not the thing where you go and talk to what's her name, Mel? No, the tiefling children that are like hiding in that cave. I'm not gonna do that until I'm done with the siren thing, because you get kind of bonus points for saving the kid. So I'm gonna do all that today. I don't know if I'll get that all done in this episode, but that is my plan for the next playthroughs and such. So I'm gonna talk to everyone in camp, see what they have to say, and keep going.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning.
Oh,
we know
so
what to do.
the thing that I'm working on is still that headband for it's gonna be for my friend. I'm almost done with it. I pretty much need to sew the sides together and then make the little band that goes over the seam, and then when I'm done with that, I will be kind of done with that, all the stuff for my friend. It is gonna go with the shirt that I made out of the same yarn and the blanket, and so I want to give it to them all at the same time, and almost done with it, which is really nice. I just really need to steam the shirt, and then it's pretty much done. Anyway, Shadowheart asks, I can't wait to get this thing on my head, and so it's like, so we'll come next for you once this is all over. How are you feeling? You know, this could be our last night together. I'm gonna ask her how she's feeling.
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Maybe I could leave you tied up while I headed for a killer. No hesitation, I'd end your misery then and there. Let's not do this. I don't like hypothetical questions. If you turned into a monster, I'd run away. I'd probably kill her, she'll like
A firm
that.
answer. I'd do the same. We'll need that kind of thinking to make it through all this. You're doing well. It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Alright, so we've talked to her. And then let's go talk to Astarion. And Astarion, Lae'zel, and then Will, and then I might stop by Gale just so
something's on my mind.
I kind of get all of them taken care of. And
yeah.
I've
been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we arrive at this Gith crash, will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
It doesn't have to be. We can still travel together, probably. Once the worm is gone, I'm going on my way. What? Will you miss me? It doesn't have to be. We can still travel together.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally, after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I thought you didn't like me. True, I'm pretty impressive. I'm just trying to survive, like you. I have many talents if you want to explore them. Let's see. Let's do. Yeah.
A delicious thought, but
What? What are you waiting for? I'm joking. Relax.
yes, of course. Me too. I think I'll just clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
That poor man. Like, he's so messed up, and like, he 100% would have. I think if you like flirt with him like that, he will actually sleep with you at that point. But I mean, I would much rather have him be like a friend and not someone who is just there to, just like try to please me. That's just me on him. I know there's a lot of like people out there who are like, oh my god, Astarion, I will make him evil. And I'm just like, but the poor boy is not okay. The poor boy needs closure. Poor boy needs hug. But yeah, I really like Astarion as a character, and Neil Noborn just does an amazing job with him. And I think he described it as being like a cat that he had who was like a street cat, and it was just like and it took him like years for the cat even just to like want to let him pet him, and so it's like that's what he based Astarion off of, and I think that's really cool.
A fine
like,
evening, don't you
tidbit
think?
of information
The moonlight shines
about
warmly on us. The
who that
breeze
character
caresses our
is
faces.
as a person.
Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears? Faerun isn't so bad. Give it a chance. You want to do battle up where? Tears. Let's talk about the tears.
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crush. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears? It may be quite a shock to leave your crush behind and arrive here. Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon, where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Let's see. Sorry, I was just finishing a stitch while we were talking. Okay. I'm now working on that like middle part.
I'll take that.
To like hide some of the scrunching. Just pilfering the camp, making sure I get everything so that I can sell it. Yeah, let's talk to Will.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine in spite of it all. Nervous. I don't like the idea of the thing in my brain. Confident. No time travel will get the best of me. I'm more interested in how you feel. I'm gonna see how he's doing.
Healthy. And troubled by that fact. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least our tadpoles. It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned? We could probably dig up some poisonous mushrooms if you're that keen to be sick. Let's go that way.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
I actually really like Will. I know he's not like a favorite or anything, but he's really good. I can't remember his actor's name. I think it's Thomas something. He's also a sweetheart, and he just brings like such a balance to this character, because I mean, all the voice actors are amazing in this game, but like he brings such a balance to the character that you wouldn't expect from a character like that, because he is very much like, oh, I'm the Blade of Frontiers, and I do amazing things, you know. And so like him being like a very in-depth, a very balanced character is, and like just so aware of who he is as a character is really, really interesting to see and like look and watch. And let's just talk to Gale to see if he's
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Let's see. Tell me a bit about yourself. I need you to remain at camp for a while rather than on the road with me. It's a little too early to go into personal stuff, but I will talk to you later, Gale. Alright, let's do nighttime. Oh, wait, sorry, I messed up. I'm doing a seed stitch right now, so I have to... Did I mess up? Yeah, I did. Okay. I accidentally did knit pearl instead of pearl knit. Okay, there we go. Alright, got it. I fixed it. Okay. There we go. Okay, fixed it. There we go. Okay, let's go over here. And so I talked to everyone. And let's get this taken care of. Okay, full rest, please. Oh, and this is the one where Astarian's like sneaking off. Cool. Very nice, very nice. I once was playing a game that it took so long for like other things were just kind of happening, and I don't think I took enough long rests, or like I just took a different kind of amount of things on long rests that like by the time I learned Astarian was a vampire was somewhat deep into Act 1, and so it was just really funny, and I was just like running around with this not vampire for a long time. And one of my favorite attacks with Astarian is obviously the bite, because when it heals him and two, it like leaves other people at a disadvantage, so I really like it. But you can't do that until you learn he's a vampire. So let's see. Let's see, so let's go down here, talk to Danon. I know a lot of people ship him and Karlach together, which, or at least enough people that the fan art and the fan fiction has shown up.
I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
But I do think it. Let's see. Where's the forgers holding by a thread? Are you a smith? I'm gonna ask him about him.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. I do like that he can fix Karlach for you. I mean, it's not for you, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Tab is trading. Oh, interesting. Persuasion +1. Oh, I never noticed this. I like pointed at it with my finger as if you guys can see that. This thing right here, that must be new in the new patch. I don't think patch 8 is out yet, but you know, it's good. I think battle axe. Let's see. I think everyone has. I don't think Will has. He does not have a bow. Let me send that to Will. 7. 2 to 7 on the goblin bow. 2 to 7, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Let me just plop that on Will. Because he needs a bow. He is proficient. Okay, good. Because some people are not proficient. And Gale needs one too. He needs a crossbow. Let me get him a cheapy crossbow for right now. Heavy crossbow, heavy crossbow. Yeah, let me get him a light one. Light crossbow +1. Let me just grab him an easy one right now. And then we will deal with that other stuff later. Let's see. Bottle, don't need that. Don't need that extra bow. Put you there. Put you there. First map, I still need to look at that. I haven't done that yet. Okay. Water, I don't need. Tongies. Stuffed bear. Water. I'm actually going to keep one water for throwing purposes. Clothing, clothing, clothing. Skull, I know I will need it eventually, so I am going to send that to camp. Pot lid. Pile of towels. The music in this game is just so nice. I really like it. Let's do that. Do I need anything? Let's see. Not proficient in heavy armor, not proficient. Is there a javelin? Trident? Oh, that's cool. Arrows of darkness are really nice. I don't need any of those. I didn't get rid of the Morning Star yet, right? Okay, good, because that's going to Shadowheart. And let's get that in her. Because that just gives her a better melee weapon. Gods, we already read that. Okay. 110. Balance offer. Do that. I'm also. We are just going to confirm. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. There you go. Put that one down there. And put that. That way he is getting a little bit more gold for it. And then do that. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, look how to do that. Pull that out. Pull that out. I think that is good for now. Let's put that crossbow on Gale. What is... It's 2-9. It's 2-9, okay. Because Will is really the only one who can use a saber, or a rapier. Ritual staff. Let me see what my staff is right now. Quarterstaff, 4 to 11. 4 to 11, okay. And then topple. Yeah, there's nothing really extra on that. It's just a goblin staff. I can wear light armor. But alright, yeah, I can't wear armor because of what I am. But pretty much, yeah, we're good there. Alright, leave. And then let's go talk to him.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
You're doing the right thing. The tieflings need help. Why rush to leave? Leave on your own. Why wait? I'm gonna ask him why he's in a rush.
You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
That's a good idea. Powerful acquaintances never hurt. Hold on. I'm not sure about this Lorcan. We need to go. We have more pressing problems, remember? I've heard stories about Lorcan. not all of them good. Let's see. Let's do that.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
I mean, at least we're friends. Is probably all we can really say about that.
This place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Let's talk to her.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Take a bowl. I'm not hungry. What is it exactly? A bowl of Gregory reminds me of home. I'll take the bowl. Actually, what can she trade? Let's see if she can trade anything. I will buy some camp supplies from her. And let's do that. Okay, and let's take the bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make
Food
it to
is
Baldur's
food,
Gate is to
honestly.
run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
I mean, fair.
What I'd do for some salt.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is hers. Let's see if there's anything in the base. Nope. Bottles? No. Okay, let's talk to Auntie Ethel.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There's an awful slump to those broad shoulders of yours, Petal. Are you hurt, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
There's no need, I'm fine, really. I'm just here to trade. Let her fuss over you. What are you, an alchemist? Let me ask.
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly? Might this concoction help me out with something more serious?
Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey?
I have a condition, an unusual condition. I'm tired, that's all. It's been a long day. That's no concern of yours. Let's say an unusual condition.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
I like how she's like...
What is it, Petal? What's
Depending
wrong?
on the lighting. I mean, at least she's aware that she's like, hey, look, he wasn't perfect, but it's better than, you know, the burned oil flesh. Nothing wrong. Does ever get a mindframe piercing in my head? Yeah, why
As you
not?
recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home.
Such as, my time could be running short. I can't afford to spend it playing a house visit. Let's see, such as...
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Let's see, what's the harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Okay, so we got that potion of greater healing. I do. Let's see. Topple, natural lamp, punctulus. You gain 1+ bonus to an arm attack, roll and damage, unhampered resistance. I could buy it. Let's see if I can actually. Let me.
Be careful on the road.
Let
I'd
me do
hate
this
if something
first.
happened to you. Take care, Beck.
Let's do this. Type. Okay. Let's put you together. Put all of the coins together. Just so I have everything. Also, can Gale. I don't think he can learn these yet. No. Okay, I think it's the next level up we can learn that. But let me make sure I read this. The strange ragged map has passed through countless hands. A little heart mark in an area called Moonrise Towers with a small inky crescent sketched in the nearby forest. Below the crescent is more recent scroll cache. Okay, we could send that to wares. And let's see, don't want to get rid of the shovel, but none of us can really use the battle axe. We don't need any more bows. I'm not proficient in that. Let's grab that and that and that. Javelin don't need. Javelin don't need. Will already has one. That one doesn't do anything extra. Yeah. We need that. Floppy hat doesn't do anything extra. Doesn't do anything extra. Silver locket doesn't do anything extra. I'm gonna see if I can get that proficiency this time around. Oh, I don't want the ball to send to camp. Oh well. Okay, at wares. I'll grab it next time I'm in camp. Bones, we can do that. Bottle, we can do that. And so we're just gonna send all this stuff to wares. Flask, we can do that. Yeah, we're gonna sell that, and keep the water for when we save that guy from the inn. Anyway, okay, let's go back to Auntie Ethel.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
Oh, it's arm showing
Hey,
wares. Okay, so we're just gonna add wares to offer. That's 173, lovely. And then I want you. Now we're gonna balance the offer with some gold. And we still have about 200 gold left. Awesome. And we're gonna barter. Cool. And then I'm gonna switch that out. And now I have fancy stuff. Yay!
Take care now, sweetie.
Okay. Got that already. What's the kid doing? Let me find out.
I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
Just talk to him.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough. What will we do for work when we get to the city?
Whatever we want. Easy,
I think I'd make a fine.
Damn goblins.
Wait for her to finish cleaning the wound. You should probably get that looked at. Leave. Wait for her.
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again.
I'd have done the same in your place. He let you in, didn't he? It could have been worse. You were to blame. You put people in danger. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe. But not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
I'm guessing that didn't end well, so you left your friend to the goblins. He died with bravery. You should be proud. I'm gonna say, guess didn't end well.
No.
Probably didn't.
He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Small mercies. Wound looks clean. Small mercies.
Let's talk to him.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
All you did was stand up for your crew. I respect that. You try to be a little friendlier.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid.
Where did the goblins come from? Who's the druid you lost track of?
Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail.
I mean, that
He's
makes
either digging
sense.
latrines or boiling in a cook pot by now.
It's kind of funny because like their situation sounds like a lot of D&D campaigns where it's like, oh, we went in to do this thing, but it was a lot bigger than what it was. And I mean, that's a few D&D campaigns that I've been on, so it's very like in lore with kind of stuff that happens in D&D. But let's see, can I look at that contract? Do you think getting rich would be easy? You ran it from a few goblins. Let me ask about the contract.
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
I mean, at least he's like, at least he's, what is this, realistic? Because he's like, he's not a hero, he's an adventurer, and he's just like, we're done. I'm gonna leave, and we're gonna live, and we're gonna do an easier job. Let's see, just tell me where to find the relic. Any idea where the relic actually is?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Okay, let's see what that says. A scuffed handbill stamped with an a handbill stamped with an extravagant seal boldly complains, adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quest. Master Lorcan, an archist of Archaic, the recluse of Astameth Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve Tetris Temporal and recover storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Okay.
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
Let's go. Let's go check out what this is.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Alright, don't you dare lay a finger on that child monk. I think it would benefit everyone to calm down here. What happened? Keep quiet and watch. I'm gonna do that.
Don't you tell me to calm down. My locket was stolen.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Persuasion, you're not fully gonna win, boy. Why'd you take it? Intimidation. Do you want to take a beating over some jewelry? Monk persuasion. Let's find balance. The child will return the locket, and the adult will act his age. Let's see. Persuasion, intimidation. Persuasion. Let's do that. And why can't I add a bonus? Isn't Shadowheart with me? Okay, let's try. Okay, well I got a 15, so let's find out what this does. Continue.
I get my locket back, and you'll have no trouble from me.
Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
I want an answer. Why'd you steal it?
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me.
Oh, poor child.
Okay.
Poor kid. The only problem here is I know that might be a lie. Because of how
What comes next?
because of just how the kid is. the pack of them are. Just doing some rifling things here. 1 foot, 2 foot, well met, will meet. Let's see. 1 foot, 2 foot, well met, will meet. 2 drank, 1 mink. 1 drought, 2 drinks. 1 bear, 3 beers. Come join, drink here, 1 foot, 2 feet. Well met, will meet. Yolanda and Garl shared twixt them a farl, all covered in butter, and they liked each other. Come along come a fly, who flew in with a cry to the buttery farl of Yolanda and Garl. When Garl took a bite, Yolanda shrieked with fright, "Don't eat that, oh my! That's a butterfly." There was an old man named Elmon, who made the best bun in Ferelden. The elders did scold him whenever he sold them, saying, "Elm, bring it those buns to our room." Let's see, grab that. Books are actually worth a decent amount of money.
Let's see.
A man and a woman stand side by side in armor emblazed with red fist surrounded by flames. Find pride and purpose in the flaming fist. Join today and protect Baldur's Gate. Led by Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard himself. You'll be tasked with guarding the city's streets, protecting its people, and upholding the law that governs us. Speak to any of our friendly fists throughout the city, or visit our headquarters at Sea Tower of Balduran to find out how you can blaze a new career path today. Grab that. Nope, I do not want to jump. I accidentally hit A instead of Q to turn the camera. Blazer. Didn't he say he was going to go with this Lorcana? Didn't he say he was? Didn't Roland say he was gonna go have a?
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Okay, he's done talking to him. I'm curious if we talked to the adventurers first and then talked to him, maybe there would have been some other dialogue. Maybe if I have to do this again, I'll do it that way instead of going around the way that I did. I think that's all except for the Saza thing.
Open up.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that in a bit.
What about my tail?
Actually, let's go do that right now.
Is that everything?
Okay, let's go deal with this.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Shut up. Those words could be your last. Step between the Cosper and the Goblin. Do nothing. Step between the Cosper and the Goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill them too?
You! Move!
Intimidation. Lower the crossbow or deliver you right to your brother. Persuasion. No. Shoot me. No, shoot me. Could be easy, right? Persuasion. It won't avenge Canon. It won't change anything. Monk, insight. I sense the pain you carry, but killing this creature will not ease your burden. Detect dots. Read the tiefling. Step out the way. I am gonna do insight. Okay. Just need at least a 6. Okay, well, I didn't need anything. I don't know why I'm not getting bonuses. Are they just not? I feel like I'm probably going into the scenes without my companions near me, so Shadowheart's too far away to give me guidance.
I wish you weren't. I really do.
But like, at least I've been hitting some of these rolls, so that's nice.
Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because she's not a practice target, she's a person. If she dies, she takes everything she knows to the grave. A goblin's prisoner, her life isn't yours to take. Because vengeance eats people alive, you'll grant a goblin 2 victories in this day. My reasons are my own. I'm gonna say that.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cage.
Let's talk to Gale. Let's have the Gale conversation.
Tiring business, isn't it?
And the
All this
Saza
traveling and
conversation.
adventuring.
That's probably gonna be.
Why don't we
for
take a little
today.
break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Yes, Gale, what do you need to talk to me about? Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead. Whatever it is, do make it brief. No rest for the legs of us, Gale.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very gratifying to hear. Enough of the flattery. Where is this going? Can't say the feeling is mutual.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but
it's kind of
just
funny
as deadly.
because like I feel like this is how guys attempt to tell people they attempt to tell women that they have STDs, like straight men. And I'm just like, when I first heard this, I was like, what's wrong with you, Gale? What have you done? And I'm like, Gale, what kind of condition? Is it contagious? Can it be cured? So you've been lying to me this whole time. Wonderful. Let's see, can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
It is kind of interesting because like multiple people in the party have something wrong with them that could be really like you could see the correlation between chronic illness I unfortunately am someone who has chronic illness, so like him talking about like, no, there is no cure for this thing, and I kind of have to just medicate myself in a way to like quell it is something I relate to very, very much. Because like I have a few conditions that just are never going to get fixed, and the only way to really like treat them is by taking medication or doing various things in my life, and it's a hard conversation to have with people sometimes, and they also just are like, oh, you're sick again, and I'm like, I'm not sick, I just like, this isn't something I can cure, this isn't something that is gonna get better. And luckily like my husband understands that and is very, very supportive and helps me through some of my worst parts of it. But like, I understand where Geralt's coming from, because for a really long time I didn't really have supportive people that were helping me through it. And so like him being like, oh, I didn't tell people or whatever, because I don't always tell people about it, and sometimes it's just easier to kind of lie to them and be like, oh, I just have a cold or something like that, and instead of like going into your whole medical history. So I very much understand what Gail's talking about and kind of where he's coming from when talking to people about this. But anyway, let's stop sidetracking. Your illness causes you to consume raw magic. I'm gonna need details. What kind of items are we talking about exactly? Wouldn't that ruin the item? What happened if you don't consume these artifacts? Are you telling me you're addicted to magic? Let's do this.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I also think this is funny because it's like, the stuff I do sounds ridiculous if you don't know what's going on with me. Yeah, and it's like, oh no, I need to take these vitamins every day. And most people, for it's vitamins, like, oh yeah, you don't need to take vitamins. I'm like, no, if I don't drink this or I don't like take these vitamins, bad things happen. And explaining that to people is like weird sometimes. But where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need? I fail to see why you need me to help you with this. I've done fine without me so far. You've done fine without me so far. I'd be happy to help. Sounds like no condition I've heard of. I'd say you're just fishing for Luke. Let's do this one.
You've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expect as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help. What exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard I barely know? And in the end, excuse me. And in the end, all of that I lose is a valuable artifact? No thanks. Honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no upside to me. I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment that need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Okay. I think that's where we're gonna end today. Next time we'll talk to Saza. Go talk to the druids. Talk to Arabella, and probably get that. There's a few more places in the Grim we need to go to that aren't the Siren. So we'll just kind of start doing that and going through everything. And yeah, if you have any recommendations on how to defeat Honor Mode, please let me know. It will be a great help. Go ahead, put those in the comments. As always, the yarn I'm using and the pattern are also down in the pattern And if you have any questions about it, please let me know. If you have any recommendations on what I should make or play or anything like that, or just any tips or tricks, comments as always, and I read everything. So have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.